Calisthenics or bodyweight training versus lifting weights for getting stronger and healthier? That's the age-old question. Something that's debated quite a bit, or maybe not. I don't really know. But it's something I've been thinking about lately because I've been doing a bit of both. Been both lifting weights and doing a lot of bodyweight training. Up until a couple weeks ago when I decided that I'm just going to stick with bodyweight training, mostly because I'm traveling around a lot and don't always have access to a decent gym with weights. So that's the main reason I've decided recently to just focus on bodyweight training all in. Now, my bodyweight training is unique. It's not just, basic calisthenics. It's clear my throat a little bit. It's a variety of calisthenics, gymnastics, and acrobatics, which all overlap quite a bit. To be honest, they're all very interchangeable. But what's the big advantage, obviously, that I've already mentioned over lifting weights is that you can, now I got the hiccups, this will be fun, is that you can train with just using your own body weight anytime, anywhere. You don't need equipment, you don't need a gym. You just need a little bit of floor space. And for me, I much, much, much prefer a pull-up bar, or at least something to hang from so I can get a good back workout, because without working the back, you're missing out on a lot of strength development. I also, in general, I do think that bodyweight training is better overall. And I think that's especially true as you get older. Now that I'm in my late 40s, I need to focus much more on mobility, flexibility, balance, coordination, body control, as well as strength. And lifting weights, barbells and dumbbells, or even machines, just doesn't give the same results as bodyweight training. Now, the biggest advantage of lifting weights to get stronger is that you develop more absolute strength. So there's two kind of primary ways of looking at strength, building strength. There's relative strength, which is mostly body weight strength. So think of strength to weight ratio. Like if you're really strong, but you're 150 pounds, it's going to be a lot easier for you to do body weight exercises than someone who's maybe superhumanly strong, but they're world's strongest man size. Like they're 6.5 feet tall, 350, 400 pounds. They're going to have phenomenal absolute strength. These are the guys that can deadlift 600, 700, 800 pounds, even up to 1,000 for the truly elite, weight strength athletes on the planet. Oh man, this is going to be an awkward video with all these hiccups, but oh well. I'm going to keep rolling. So that's basically, you have relative strength, and you have, which is pound for pound, or, man, these hiccups are really throwing me off, or strength to weight ratio. Then you have absolute strength, which is just how much you can lift off the ground in general. How much can you lift against the force of gravity? All these hiccups are messing me up. But for me personally, for my goals right now, for what I want to accomplish, which is eventually maybe go back to doing flying trapeze again, or possibly something else, which I'm not going to go into now because it's kind of crazy and would cost a lot of money. And I'm not sure if that's really doable right now in the next few months. But flying trapeze, that will be doable here, possibly within the next little while, next few months, possibly. So for me, the bodyweight training just works out for the way I live. And I think that's what it really comes down to. What is it you want to accomplish? How do you live? And what's more important to you? If you're already fairly flexible and you've got good mobility, then you can go ahead and just lift weights to your heart's content. But some people like me, I tend to get very, very tight. I do not stay flexible or mobile very well. My hips and hamstrings are extremely, extremely tight naturally. If I don't do anything pretty much on a daily basis to work on that, then it only gets worse and just kind of hampers everything else I do, especially in the gym if I'm lifting weights. Now, the great thing about bodyweight training is that you can implement mobility, flexibility along with strength training. It's very, very easy. And yes, lifting weights does build some flexibility. It does. It definitely develops more flexibility than people who just sit around and don't do anything. But for me personally, that's not enough. I need a little bit more than that for what I'm looking to accomplish. For instance, I've started working on handstands quite a bit these last few weeks, and it's coming along well, but I've also found out just how important hamstring and hip flexibility is when working on handstands. And I'm not just saying just be able to do a handstand. I'm talking trying to really work on getting good at them. You need hamstring and hip flexibility to really get good at handstands. I didn't think much of that before, but turns out that's kind of the way it is. All right, I think that's enough for now. With these hiccups, it's just not going too good. So we're going to stop it here. I'm going to go more into this subject in the future very, very soon. So for now, thank you very much for tuning in. We will talk later.